That's a good question. No, the answer is that the Quran does call Jews apes, but people don't are not familiar with the context of like is the Quran just saying that Jews are a bunch of animals? That's not what's going on at all. In fact, the Quran speaks very highly of the Jewish people. What's interesting is that 166. So what's happening is Muhammad is saying to the Jews, you you were shown favor, and he speaks about the Jewish people receiving the Torah at Mount Sinai, literally, and you're not keeping Shabbos, and then you are apes, and it's very very interesting. In verse 60, I believe, of Surah 2, the text says that God made a special covenant with you, and He held a mountain on top of you. He held the mountain on top of you, and made this unique relation with you. And why aren't you keeping Shabbos? I mean, how different is that than the Christian Bible, where Paul is telling Jews not to keep Shabbos? How different? So Muhammad is saying, I mean, the Quran is saying that condemning Jews who don't keep Shabbos. I remember speaking to a Yemenite Jew who told me that in Yemen, there were no Christians in Yemen. They were never basically permitted in the country. But Jews flourished in Yemen for 2,500 years. And he said the rules were that if a Jew remained faithful to his religion and kept Shabbos and kept the Torah, they were the people of the book. They were completely protected and had a very, very good life. And Jews did very, very well in Islamic countries. We did better than Muslims did. Muslims might be killing each other, and unfortunately, tragically, we see this today. But actually, Jews flourished in the Islamic world. We were there before the advent of Islam, whether it was in what is today Iraq or in, the Jews did very, very well in North Africa. Terrific. Generally speaking, there are a few exceptions and so on, but because there was a few crazy groups, we'll have crazies. But it's interesting.